Now I do hear the map named Doom in final tiebreaker round in Jinsuka Bomba?
Yes, Jason.
Noted, Shaker. This is I wonder where is Daniel, as I must ask Slacker. Slacker.
If I were you, I wouldn't disturb him during competitive matches. You should have asked someone else or wait until the match ends.
Whoever the voice coming from.
Me, Richard X Cryptor. Anyhow, for the question concerning whereabouts of your friend Daniel, he is part of temporary special substitute for Map 5 for Team RDK ESP.
What? When does Map 5 and esports match end?
Map 5 start occurred seconds ago at 2300 hours, 12.5 EMT, 0300 TRX as it to end at 2336, 15.0 EMT, 0350 TRX after 36 minutes, 2.5 choice, 60 deci newts.
Giving the time now, approaching a minute after 11 in the evening, in the next 35 minutes?
Yes.
Anyhow, my primary car to be my Nissan Skyline GTR R34Z Tune, as the Interceptor is now to be my tertiary car. As for my second car, is the new 2022 FlexBlitz GTE Hybrid PHEV. The reason I am choosing a plug-in hybrid. This because I can save fuel and cut down on emissions, also take advantage of electrification, as this car have a twin-turbo 2.4-liter inline-4 with powerful electric motor, 7-speed dual-clutch auto. However, once I put it on the track, it to produce impressive horsepower and torque, using both the engine and electric motor, as I can put it in manual gearing mode. This also I drive this car in zero-emission zones in selected areas Elite City, in which Savage drove his Evo 9 in the said zone, just yesterday as he did not pay attention to the signage. He get pulled over by the cops, gets ticketed and fined 40 Elios plus 1 point on his license, since it was first time he done this. This as my friend's initial has got his Porsche Taycan EV as secondary, Subat driving his Toyota Mirai fuel cell, and Itsuki driving his Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross PHEV, as secondary cars as they drive the Alfa Romeo BRZ and AE86 as primary. This as initial also drives the Audi Quattro also as another secondary. I do see Savage in his Evo 9 at the intersection in front of my car of Crypto Street and Rock Street, Capital Street, driving out of Zay Park, with Elite City Swiffer's fan gear in the rear. Is he a fan of the baseball team?
This must be Dewey behind my Evo. He is beside me. This as he got a new car recently. This as, oh my god, his new car is a PHEV, plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. Although the car in subject is a sport coupe, have a twin turbocharged engine, powerful electric motor, and dual clutch. However, it can go electric for tens of kilometers, then engine kicks in once battery is low or once he floors it.
Yes, Savage, or when I put it in e-save or e-charge mode, or power hybrid. This is when in power hybrid, engine starts up immediately unless when stopped, as engine needs to temporarily shut off when at a stop sign, or red traffic light. This when I put this in sport mode, even manual gearing, as I can configure to use the Omni shifter or paddle shifters when in manual mode, in which in other modes, paddle shifters act as reading level adjustment for regenerative braking when in B mode. No wonder most clocks in this establishment show metric time, as I do note Alftronic Republic uses mainly metric time as part of Alftronic timekeeping and measurement system. I had to look at my watch to get the time in normal way, as it's close to 5:53 p.m. whereas on the clock on the wall at 9:11 in Mitri time, although I do see some conventional time in the inset, but that's on UTC as it's 21:53 universal time. Savage, I note you also have your watch also.
Yes, but I am not looking at my watch, as I check the time on the television nearest to us, as one is tuned to Alito News 24, as it states the time now, 5:53 p.m., as we must get something to eat, as I am hungry.
Alito News 24, this as I also note the clock on the top bar next to Elite metric time, tracks time and such, also the date, April 2nd 2022, this as I to check the news, as I to watch 24 Elitopian hours.
Yes, this as Jason is also going to watch, as I to check what's on Omni Newsnet and ATR Newsnet. You should note the coverage of subject of Happy New Month and Quarter of Days E1999 OE or Omni Era, on the Omni calendar, to be televised on Omni Newsnet and ATR Newsnet. In conjunction of Elitopian counterpart, Delta, and second quarter of EY 1022, as coverage on mentioned networks and on Alito News 24 to occur before 9:90 Kia Trokants, and 7:45 p.m. Elite City, 98.9 to 99.0 EMT, 2375 TRX.
Before 7:45.
Yes. This as I do recall celebrations 2 days ago for Kanbor-D counterpart queer event Kb.P 16 as I do and others blast Eurobeat music at 3 p.m. March 31st, 2022.
You mean Quarevan Kb.P 17, this on Kanbor-D Street.
Oops. I mean calendar year 17 not 16.
I am going to get the Trony Triple Blitz, as it costs 12 Elios 79 Elio cents as it comes with 3 medium pizzas, with 3 toppings. This as I am awaiting friend of mine also to arrive imminently.
That will cost you 16 Alftronic in dollars, 5 Omni coins, 12 Omni cents, or about 920 Canberra coins, as it also costs 80 Blitz coin. I note you have a 20 Alftronic in dollar banknote. You should have enough.
Yes, however we are also getting something else, however the waitress who to serve us is very busy, so don't bother her at this time.
Okay Daniel, this while we wait, I better go grab my laptop, wake from hibernation, and log in since it auto-locks once it goes in hibernation, and open up the media app, as I do note the time, few minutes towards 6, as I to watch the stream of Alito News 24 and to watch 24 Elitopian hours. Since the TV that was tuned to Alito News 24 has been tuned to Alito Rev by Savage.
Yes, the encore presentation of Flex Motors Sigma Grand Prix 2022, EY 1022, 2738 ATRE, is on, from March 28, 2022 that was originally scheduled on March 15th, that was delayed first due to fireworks for new Sigma year and Korhatapian year and Yerd, 300 Sigmas, Sigma year 1 and Sigma's all time. Then was further delayed due to blowing dust as it was quite windy, then further delayed due to heavy rain, then postponed due to solidarity against illegal street race in another area, in Roblo Federation, in which I heard from Savage in recent days. Hankoka has gotten terminated by the RO mods for continued acts of illegal street race toward dawn on the 16th, as his car, Porsche, was impounded and crushed. This as I already got my laptop out, as I to put my phone beside, wake from hibernation, log in since the laptop is locked, and open up K-Media app on my laptop, as I to watch the stream of Ilito News 24 via bookmark saved on the app. This because Omni Newsnet and ATR Newsnet is showcasing the sports recap in the nightly show, as that to end at 9:25 Kia Trokans, or 6:12 PM Elite City. This is I have to watch your favorite show on Ilito News 24 Ilitopian hours, as I note you already got your laptop out. And to watch same subject as you put your phone beside.
Anyhow, who's the fellow to join us to have pizza?
It to be my friend who is residing in Elite City Metro, in which his cousin resides from Kanbor-D City. They drive same car as with Dewey, but the car is electric, with a hydrogen fuel cell range extender, a plug-in hybrid hydrogen fuel cell car, PHEV, HFCV, and in different color.
As that is me, Stephen Kanbor-Lito, formerly Stephen Kanbor-D, and Stephen K. Sar, as I was born in Webb Chesterfield and emigrated to Kanbor-D City in early years, as I later emigrated to Elite City in latter half of 2021, EY1021, Kb.P 16. My cousin's name is Mutka Kanbor-D, formerly Mutka K. Sar, who was born in Webb Chesterfield, then emigrated to Kanbor-D City where Mutka resides. I am in a video call with him right now, as I won't bother talking to you as I know you are watching live stream Ilito News 24, as I just sit beside you, Daniel.
It's 6 o'clock PM Elite City, 91.6 EMT, 2200 TRX, and 24 Ilitopian hours begins right now. Tonight on 24EH, preparations are underway for the first ever quarter annual Happy New Month and season on Omni Calendar for joint broadcast on ATR Newsnet and Omni Newsnet and other networks in Altronic Republic and Omni, inspired by Ilitopian counterpart on IlitoNet and Ilito ATV+, Jinx 24 and Kanbor-D counterpart on Kanbor-Net and Kanbor ATV, in conjunction with HNM and HNS Delta EY1022, after successful test event for Diamoni on 2738 ATRE on Altronic Calendar in the past week, and Kanbor-D counterpart Querab Kb.P 17 just the other day.
Is that why you decided to head to Alftroni Pizza today, and not yesterday?
Yes, this because of the esports match yesterday, but most importantly the subject that was presented in the headline rundown of 24 Ilitopian hours on Ilito News 24, as there is an Omni and Altronic counterpart that airs at 750 Kia Trokans, or 1800 hours Universal Time. Called 1M Omni Trokans and 1M ATR Trokans, on Omni Newsnet and ATR Newsnet, in which in the past via Trokant and a half, 2 weeks, it was renamed from Alftroni Newsnet as it called for new logo, in which both ATR Newsnet and Omni Newsnet uses the logo similar to those that used to be on Ilito News 24 since before Altronic metric millennium to mid-fall of 2738 ATRE, or 2021, EY 1021.
Live from Ilito Media Corp headquarters in downtown Elite City. Here is Ringo Silvestar. And here is Brittany Zaniels. This is 24 Ilitopian hours on Ilito News 24.
Welcome to 24 Ilitopian hours on Ilito News 24. I am Brittany Zaniels.
I am Ringo Silvestar over at Studio 24EH, 24 Ilitopian hours news center at Ilito News 24 Ilito Media HQ in Elite City, Ilitopia. We cover the lead on HNM and HNS Ilito Delta EY 1022 countdown in moments, but we need to pay attention to the subject that gets us attention at Ilito News 24 and here at 24EH, this in Webchester, as it's after 11 PM over there, as there's an important esports match in which our fellows at Ilito Gamer ESP covering the subject throughout the afternoon toward this evening, as it's the Webchester 1Q 2022 EY 1022 Esports Championship Finals viewing party of subject at DG Square Ilito Sat in Elite City, as we show you live shot of affiliate coverage from CNW while we hand off to Raymond Blake with the BWG2N fellows, fast.
This as I am paying attention to the subject, as my elder cousin, who resides in Webb Chesterfield, is the esports coach from Webb Chesterfield Esports Club, who he's very good at coaching.
Since when?
2018, EY 1018, Kb.P 13.
5 years? Since 2733 ATRE?
Yes.
We listen to Canva from WBE. Watch this, Optic Webb Chesterfield. Bam. Bomba Bomber is down. WBE under Bomba Power Play. Marco and OTW, try to stop us now. Haha. Web Chesterfield Esports Club in the Bomba power play. This for the remainder of the match with 2 minutes on the match clock. This is you must remember back on New Year's Eve with minutes toward the new Elite Year EY 1022. This is the same outcome for Optic Web Chesterfield in Elito phase during the special sponsored New Year's match. This is Elite City Shock's Shaker is talking to his gaming friend Marco from Optic Web Chesterfield guide and coaching on how to do subject same way as Shaker done that to what I call survive to the end. This in a voice call over messaging app and service. As one of our correspondents in the viewing party saw Shaker in a call with Marco on Shaker's phone. Wow, Marco from OTW has earned the most resistance. This sure excites Mickey Daniels from Elite City Shock.
This as I am going to grab out my device, switch to TV function and tune to RDK 3000 TriStar television service, while you two are watching live stream of Elito News 24.
This is the clock reaches 0. In 22 Esports Championship Finals. This with the match score of 4-3 in Bomba power play in map 7. We go listen to affiliate coverage from CNW for a few then hand off to Ringo and Brittany.
Chesterian Esports, as the WBE has learned from the esports match back on New Year's in Elitopia for OTE and EFW, as one fellow from OTW learned from Shaker from Elite City Shock on the same outcome once we rung in 2022 as Elitopians rung in EY 1022, this being a Web Chesterian copycat of the action tonight, this as with the same outcome in Kanbor-D City.
Correct. Patrick Zandazka as I Stephanie Edward. I'm surprised at this outcome as we got learned. Tornado alarm has went off at Kanbor 784 headquarters in Kanbor-D City. Also be at Kanbor telemedia beside, but not in anger on loss of OTEW, but celebration of WBE win thanks to a player from WBE, Web Chesterian immigrant from Kanbor-D, who is cousin of Blood Red Gaming's Kanbor, as we argue also celebrating in Elite City's Digisware Electricit. Word from Kanbor News 24 just in, tornado alarm is a false alarm and is a debilitate act.
This is an RDK 3000 TriStar alert.
This is an RDK 3000 TriStar special report in RDK 3000 TriStar alert. I am Mark E. Crypter over at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center, Studio RD3 at RDK 3000 TriStar main headquarters in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia. We have breaking news from Kanbor-D City tonight, in which relates to subject in Web Chesterfield, but first we do want to apologize for breaking away from the Xylem cast of Vista's Virtual World and Gaming tonight, as we will go back to the Xylem cast after the special report at 1900 hours RDK in Elite City, as the breaking story coming from Kanbor-D City is the tornado alarm that went off at Kanbor 784 headquarters in Kanbor-D City and Kanbor Telemedia HQ. This is RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor-D Unit Division Center HQ has been alerted of this as Rex X Crypter has sounded the roll call alarm on the subject. This was blamed on Kanbor Stomp who set off the tornado alarm, reportedly on purpose in celebration of the esports win in Web Chesterfield concerning Web Chesterfield Esports Club in which they shut out Optic Web Chesterfield 4-3 in Jinsoku Bomba in the seasonal grand finals as others in Kanbor Union also celebrating. We have the correspondents in key areas in Kanbor-D City, as we to discuss the dramatic finish in the esports match later on with the correspondents in Web Chesterfield also here in Elite City at DG Square Latosat in the viewing party. That fool, you should note it's against the law in Altronic Republic, and in Omni Republic. Person who done it there will get arrested as a result, and he can go to jail for such violation. 5 Neotrokans. 13.7 years.
This as I will have to call Mudka once again, as I to inform him on the subject.
This is the third incident this elite year in Kanbor-LapiBalKip Y1022 and Kb.P 17, the past two events at turn of the new elite year, and second in early February 2022 for the new hex year in the old system.
I have to get a hold of my relative Kanbor-LapiBalKip from Kanbor-784 in Kanbor-D City, over FaceTime, over the what is now, false tornado alarm, over celebration of esports win, this as I am in contact with him. Good evening from Elite City, Ilitopia in which it's 1808 whereas it's 0308 Kb.T 3rd Quare of Kb.P 17 where you reside. Kanbor-LapiBalKip, I heard in the background, the tornado alarms has been silenced, who reset the panels?
Kanbor-LapiBalKip has since reset the panels. Beforehand, the Kanbor Union in Esports fan gear of Webchesterfield Esports Club over Welchesterian immigrant from Kanbor-D, was watching KB Gamer 7 TV on the esports match when Optic Webchesterfield and Webchesterfield Esports Club, as Kanbor Stomp was celebrating so wild, he pulled the tornado alarm pull station as he remotely set off tornado alarm at Kanbor Telemedia HQ next door. Now he is grounded for 3 days as a result for false tornado alarm, as skies are clear in Kanbor-D City.
Kanbor-LapiBalKip? Should I also take away his phone for 72 hours?
Yes. Put it in a safe. Anyhow, that is Kanbor-LapiBalKip beside me, as she is not pleased with the outcome as well.
Anyhow, the fellow in the video call, he must be Daniel Kipian, right?
Yes. This is I. Also my friend Steven and Jason are not pleased with the outcome as well. That is so wrong as that needs to be refrained.
Correct. This as for you, Daniel, since you are in Elite City Metro for the trip, as you departed Alptronic City yesterday, I note you to head to Kanbor-D City to deliver subject for us on Kanbor-D Day?
Yes.
You shouldn't get the present for Kanbor Stomp as punishment for the subject.
Correct, as I plan to have 2 presents for Kanbor-LapiBalKip, not 1.
Daniel, what are you watching now?
Live stream of Kb.P 24, being the Kb.P 24 International Ilitopia feed, as I normally watch the Altronic feed at my home place in Altronic City. This is Kb.P 24 News International Elitopia Evening Edition 1900 hours. I am Mark Elitokip over at Studio KHE24 at Kb.P 24 Elitopian Bureau in Elite City, Elitopia. It is 7 p.m. Elite City, 6 a.m. Hex City and Kb.P. Here's the headlines at this hour. Developing tonight, Grounded. Kanbor Stomp grounded for 3 days for setting off tornado alarm at Kanbor 784 HQ and Kanbor Telemedia in Kanbor-D City. This is a result for over-celebrating the esports team win as Webchesterfield Esports Club shuts out Optic Webchesterfield in the National Seasonal Finals in Webchester in Anatolia Continent. With final match score of 4-3 with viewing parties that was underwent at DG Square Elitosat in Elite City, DG Hex in Hex City and Mudcup Arena in Mudcup City Kb.P and next door to Kb.P 24 main HQ. This is some fan of WBE set off fire alarm at Jiraki TV in celebration of esports team win, in Pearl City, Pekoff in action, resulting in the cops and fire department to arrive, and broadcast temporary suspended but it's back on the air, and the person responsible under arrest, charges pending. Accident at CW set at Media Corporate in Webchesterfield resulted in temporary move to a backup set while cleanup was underwent as the hosts are back at the usual set since the subject is cleaned up. Countdown watch, HNM and HNS Elito, Omni, and Splix Triple Play. We have less than an hour until the new Elite Octal season and Splix month of Splix month number 14 of Splix year 16, or 20 in base 8, Duokeo, and EOS to reach Osset Sepchi Septao. 177 or 127 with final EOS toward EOS Duotech, 200 or 128 to occur early June 2022. This is it to be also Happy New Month and Season 2nd Quarter Days E1999 Omni Era, and Delta Elite Year EY1022 on the Elitopian calendar, to occur 8 o'clock p.m., 2000 hours Elite City. 7 in the morning Hex City and Kb.P, Ocho Novi, Minok Novi Splix Octal Time, and Duo Splix Time, 0 Kiotrokans, 00.0 EMT, 0000 TRX, Midnight UTC. This is we lead the newscast with the countdown to said event, as we show a countdown clock on the top right as we have this Metri clock given to us from Mark E. Cryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar who is beside me, as he to head back imminently. Yes, this is I check time, for choice. 40 Kiotrokans, as I Mark E. Cryptor and RDK 3000 TriStar also fellows at Elito News 24 and CNW next door, learned that there will be a joint broadcast on Omni Newsnet and ATR Newsnet on the subject you mentioned. This is we at Kb.P 24 do have the development just into our newsroom, as stated in the media release, that the subject to occur after 7:45 p.m. Elite City, 6:45 a.m. Kb.P and Hex City. I heard clock chimes, 7:15, as I do acknowledge event in 45 minutes at 8. Anyhow the clock must be reset since it's an hour behind thanks to Lucky who somehow put his paw into the pendulum casing as he stopped the pendulum. As Chimo told Lucky to get away from the clock as she started it again after an hour after she put on some mesh screen then uses her pen to move the pendulum. He's after the clock again, however he did not realize of the mesh screen. Lucky, come here. Head to another room to rest. Anyhow, Chimo, I do acknowledge you have to set the clock time. This is, my smartphone is ringing. I do know that Rex blocks Izzy on to call me around this time. Konnichiwa, hello, what's up? Game on. I have finished watching some rebroadcast of yesterday's esports match concerning Robloxian esports. Who won? One of my favorite team, this in college esports, Robloxian University. Now, I am going to head toward your house to pick you up, leave your car at home, as I to ride on my motorcycle, as we to head to Cryptor Diner. Good idea.
Rex, I heard you in a video call with Scott Blockskip, going for an evening outing?
Yes, Bloxer. Anyhow, Bloxer has since came to me, as I have to get going, See you in a few. Okay, bye Rex. Bye, Scott. Chimo?
Yes, Scott.
I am going to head on an evening outing with Rex Bloxizion, as I to ride on my motorcycle.
Okay, this is I will reset the clock in a few.
Good idea.
Don't forget to put on your suit, put on your padding, goggles and helmet, and go a posted speed limit. Also make sure you carry your wallet and phone, plus your raincoat, umbrella and rain gear because I just read weather report on my laptop, rain to arrive at 7:30, to be heavy, with gusty winds to 60 km per hour, and odd thunder shower with lightning and thunder, so heed to the lightning alarm horns, those serve early warning, once that sound. Seek to nearby structure en route as soon as possible as there is a weather advisory and special weather statement recently issued by the Meteorological Bureau for Cryptor City, also 30 to 40 mm per hour rainfall rate expected.
Will do, as I also have my laptop in my bag as well, as I also have my rain gear since there's a good chance of rain.
Okay, whenever it rains, ride with extra care. Have a nice time, Scott.
Okay, Chimo. Heading to my motorcycle. Starting it up, and driving off. Bloxer, I know you would like to come with me, but you are staying home with Mickey.
Why?
Mickey will explain.
Okay.
This is I Mickey Bloxizion want you Blogxer to help assist me in cleaning the interior of Rex's car, as it needed some cleanup, also a good vacuum.
Yes, Mickey, my car was washed and cleaned on the exterior just earlier this afternoon, as it's in Mickey's garage. This is I will go on an evening outing with Scott Bloxkip. He's on his motorcycle en route, as I to get my gear, as I to grab my rain gear also since there's a good chance of rain. Some to be heavy with gusty winds of up to 60 km per hour, and an odd thunderstorm since the cold front to pass through.
Okay Rex, this is you go to your room and put on the gear now, also don't forget to carry your wallet, laptop and phone. And raincoat, rain slacks, rain boots and umbrella cause forecast state rain to arrive at 7:30 p.m. Special weather statement is out for Cryptor City, and weather advisory also.
Okay Mickey. This is for you Bloxer, do as Mickey tells to do.
Will do, Rex.
Okay, he to arrive imminently. And here he comes. I will be back late tonight. Goodbye. Hello Scott, however first, next time, not too close to the doors with your motorbike please, you are in sensor range that set off the smart AI automatic sliding doors and doorbell. Konnichiwa. Hello. Anyhow first, I do want to apologize for this, as I didn't knew I am in sensor range with my motorcycle that opened the doors and rang the doorbell automatically. It is alright, you should have stood further away from the doors, anyhow it's alright. Anyhow, we to head to Cryptor Diner, but we to head to 2 key areas. Okay. Hopping on, and holding you tight. Take off at your discretion. Okay. This is we to head to McDonald's first since I heard from Dewey this afternoon, meet up at McDonald's parking. Okay. Scott, I must remind you of event to occur tonight at 2000 hours. This is I watched report on 24 Elitopian hours on Elito News 24 via Elito News 24 International Robloxia, on the happy new month and season of Rex. I already know the event to occur at the top of the next hour as we to inform Dewey and initial of the subject to give heads up, also the weather.
Initial, why is Savage taking long time to get ready?
Dewey, I am not sure. This as Stefan is at Cryptor Diner. This as I am unsure of the event to occur at 8, as I do note, it's not another esports match, as that is also not hockey, especially the playoffs, the Block C Cup playoffs from the Robloxian Hockey League, RHL, unlike the Stanley Cup playoffs from the NHL in the RD, this as it have to be some other event to occur at 8.
This must be the happy new month and season / quarter of Elito Delta EY 1022, and Daisy 1999 OE.
Daisy month. Have some calendar system use month name based on a flower. This is I to mark the German flower corresponding to the month on my calendar.
Dewey, the duos are mentioning the Omni calendar, in which the area, Omni Republic, is close to Alptronic Republic, and Webcaster, and no wonder it's year 1999 on the said regional era. I do recall the Millennium Year 2000 celebrations, 22 1/4 years ago. This as I to expect the one for Omni Republic once we ring in 2023 in 9 months, but based on universal time, to occur at start of new Elite Year EY 1023 at 7 p.m. Cryptor City, non-DST, December 31st 2022.
That is correct. This is I, Scott and Rex to head to Cryptor Diner. Also, take note, it'll gonna rain this evening, as we gotta head off before it rains.
Wait, Scott and Rex, I duly urge you to head to Savage's house and ring the doorbell immediately, to see what's he up to. Also tell him to head to McDonald's parking right away for a meetup.
Okay, Dewey, have a nice time.
Thank you.
We are almost toward Cryptor Diner, but we are going to stop at Savage's house as Dewey said to head to area we departed immediately. Okay, Scott.
Now, that took longer than expected, but it is ready. This as I to head to McDonald's parking to meet with the folks.
You should. Dewey and Initial is waiting for you. Also take note, it'll gonna rain soon, as you should get your rain gear. It to rain heavy, also to be gusty. Correct, Rex. This is you must also be aware of another event at 8, being Happy New Month and Season / Quarter of Elito Delta EY 1022, and Days E 1999 OE on the Omni and Elito calendars, so do arrive before the rain and fireworks from DG Blocks Rob Lozit and RDK Tower.
Okay, this as I to head off now, as I already have my rain gear in my car. Also have a plan B once it rains sooner than expected.
You too, this is we to head to Cryptor Diner now, it's not that far.
Have a nice time. This as I am heading to my Mercedes now, start the engine and take off.
I see Scott and Rex heading to Cryptor Diner. This as I wonder on the subject, but Dewey told me to head to McDonald's parking immediately, as I do have my ride, as I to head inside, and head to the garage. This is the same one Stefan Bloxton drives, but I painted it to my desire, and with help from Dewey, preform tuning adjustments. This is I to enter my car, buckle up, start ignition and take off. It is a gas-electric hybrid, 3 electric motors, 2 front, 1 rear with engine and transmission. Also added some hardtop and windshield since it is a must for me, because it'll gonna rain soon as I don't want to be soaked when driving this. Hybrid battery in the center console area. Is this a Mercedes? I wonder who drives the vehicle? Gonna overtake just for a better look.
That must be Dewey's relative Nico, overtaking me in the fellow's car. Gonna race the fellow to McDonald's.
Oh my god, Initial, move out of the way.
Yes. We don't want to get hit by Savage, as we to head off to the side.
Phew, what a close one. Nico, have you raced with Savage?
This as I was overtaking to head to McDonald's parking as soon as possible. I didn't knew at first Savage in his Mercedes was going to race against me.
Wait a minute, did Savage recently got the Mercedes C63 AMG?
Maybe, but I didn't look at the badge to confirm.
This as I do note the Mercedes and talk to Savage, also tell him to park properly. Savage, where do you get the Mercedes?
I will explain once I exit vehicle.
Okay, however you have since parked improperly obstructing 2 or 3 lots, please park the proper way.
Okay, this as I to do it now.
That is confirmed, the Mercedes AMG C63.
I knew it. I have searched Savage's pics on Facebooks in past week over the C63.
Yes, he obtained the car in Rio de Blocks, as there's a giveaway of cars that occur at that time at the warehouse.
This as I did not knew of the giveaway, must have been a sponsored event at that time. This as the car in subject, its engine swap to a V12, or W12, anyhow, based on looks, it is decent.
Here we are. Others has arrived in the past minutes, as we to have a chat then have a late dinner also to celebrate. Yes, Rex, go park next to that car. Okay. Here we are. Tomare, stop. I need to read the sign. The sign at the KBUEM? Yes, this is I know the subject that occur when watching business report on Alito News 24 International Robloxia, this is I do need to read the sign. Upper half is in French, as for the bottom one, in English, stating the RDK franc, the rate has been changed, it's now 50 to 1, 50 old francs to 1 new franc, after mentioned time just 2 days ago, as it was introduced in past 24 hours by the region's central bank, as it states. After March 31st, 2022 at 6 in the evening RDK time zone, I am not sure what it converts to local time. Hold up. Another sign beside. Aha. That in which occurred late morning on March 31st, 2022 at 11 a.m. This explains the siren going off at the RDK tower for RDK 3000 TriStar Robloxian Unit Division and Zenzi Cryptor rushing to the establishment as I had to accelerate on my motorbike when he overtakes me at that time of siren and talk to Zen on the matter at front entrance of RDK 3000 TriStar Robloxian Unit Division Center HQ. I am considering to head to RDK in the following week. Rex, what is the current rate to other currencies? It was originally at 2 Antonringenian francs, however the Antonringenian franc was replaced with Hanatalian Hanas since 2002, as it's worth 30.49 Hana cents, 33.66 Bloxy cents, 26.94 Robux, and 1 Bloxy Latino peso 80 centavos, 10 Kanbor coins 55 cents, 0.1347 Ilitopian Elios or 13.47 Elio cents. And where you reside in early years, 41.26 yens. Values are approximate. This as the subject occurs 2000 hours Kb.T 31st Finian Kb.P 17, regarding the switch at the KBUM, and 1500 hours Universal Time, 62.5 EMT, 1500 TRX on Gamma 29th, EY 1022. 41.26 yens. Forget RDK, I to head to Kanbor-D City in the next couple days. For what? Kanbor-D Day, on the 8th, this is I have to insert 10,000 yen to the KBUEM to convert to Kanbor coins. Not now. We must head to Cryptor Diner. Why? The fellows inside are waiting for us. Okay. Mind the sign, this concerns the incident on March 15th. Hankoku is terminated for continued street racing causing multi-vehicle wreck and 24-hour road closure. Danzel died from wounds. Mellow Fellow was KO'd by FNAF Dude.
This, as I know, midnight Universal Time means 8 o'clock p.m. here in Cryptor City under daylight saving.
Yes, Toki, that translates to 9 a.m. tomorrow in Sistika.
8 p.m. That's when my favorite show gets aired, Wangan Midnight, on the newest TV station I find, as I arm my DVR for it.
Yes, Francis, this also the hockey game on Hockey Night in Robloxia. However, Cryptor City Red Wings have day off tonight.
Hockey? I should have DVR the hockey match of most importance. The first round of the playoffs of the RHL.
Did someone say hockey? This as Cryptor City Red Wings does not play tonight. They play tomorrow night. Puck drops at 7 p.m. This as Meep City takes on Greenville tonight in first match of Game 1 of the RHL Block C Cup Playoffs Round 1. As Cami have day off as he's with ZenZ Cryptor and Boogie for subject unrelated to hockey at 8, once the puck drops. This as there will be radio and television coverage, as Cryptor Diner should host the viewing party of the hockey subject, but the radio is tuned to Rock 96, playing current song, Emergency on Level 3 by Jeremy Kappas, as station to begin coverage imminently of subject the fellows discussed. To occur at 8, start of Daisy month 1999 on the era, and Delta EY 1022 also kick off of second quarter of respective years on the Omni and Elitopian calendars. Same goes for Elito News 24 International Robloxia on the television, but RKZY Channel 8 will not have coverage.
Phew, made it with seconds to spare.
This as Dimitri told me to keep it. This as I am considering polishing it once I head home. Now, do I feel a sudden win?
I do see some dark clouds approaching. Do you have an alternate plan?
Yes, this as. Big Dad. Thunder,
In the past
we head
fast.
to Cryptor Diner.
E. Thunder, gonna head back outside.
It'll never rain
Also
hard.
the three of you, break out the reindeer, fast.
Oh no. It's raining hard. Gonna open my umbrella and putting up my hood. Quite windy out. What a rainstorm. It's raining hard.
Heading off.
Wait for me.
Also quite chilly out. Gonna head back inside. Phew.
Thankfully Dimitri is fully prepared for the rain. This as I also have my reindeer as well, as I note, rain to stop before 8:30 to 8:45 p.m.
You are correct, Toki, but the rain to decrease intensity to moderate rain around 7:58 p.m., 2 minutes toward Happy New Month and Season Delta EY 1022. Further tapering off to light rain at conclusion of fireworks at RDK Tower and DigiBlocks Roglozat at 8:15.
This as, hi Chub.
Toki, we need to talk.
Concerning which subject?
Subjects that was very serious in the past month. This as you were leaking subjects from Joshi in Revent events. Is there a reason for this?
Yes. This is I had enough with that Joshi. He was abusing a lot, even in recent weeks. I even leaked a map in development.
This in which that was wrong to do such act. Even ZenZ Cryptor sent you cease and desist notices on such build in subject. This as once I learned, Joshi was inserting viruses and nukes, in which destroyed my computer, and GPU. And physically but only high-end explosives but no nukes, that destroyed Savage City and Block C Falls, using MOABS in nearby Block C, resulting in Prime Minister of Block C to impose state of emergency and hard lockdown, martial law, stay-at-home order, and business to shut for a week since the 16th of March, but that has since been lifted. However, he was shot to death. He was assassinated, following protests in the past 96 hours over unjust lockdown and stay-at-home order over acts that Joshi did.
Bruh, I have since taken the models down. Also, unsure if the cops gets contacted on such acts.
Also, you were being abusive toward me, over subjects including those of my brother, over mental subjects and bladder problems, in which gets attention to Markelito blocks as he's on the way, as I do not like that, as that has to stop. Now, I would like to enjoy the event at 8 in peace without having you to bother, Mark. Deal with Toki.
This as he told me yesterday, of subjects also.
Oh god, why? Mark, I was going to spectate event.
This is a result of this, as a preventative measure. Otherwise, if he's not around, you would have stayed here, but I would like you to ask you to leave. You are not banned from Cryptor Diner, but Chubb would like you to spectate event somewhere else. Maybe head to DG Blocks Roblazit at Sports Bar.
Yeesh. Then I to head to DG Blocks Roblazit to the sports bar to spectate hockey at viewing party. Also the race to start at Sistika. This as, damn. Rain. Hold on while I put on my rain gear. Have a nice evening, as I talk to you later.
Chubby, head to the jukebox to blast some countdown music.
Will do. I know which track to play as I got my watch synchronized to the time on the atomic clock at my house.
Hey Chubb, play some music for us.
Wait a minute, is it you fellows who harass and bully me in the past week or two?
No, we are their brothers, as we have met them at Cryptor City Jail yesterday, as they told us to tell you, also us to apologize on the matter, as they knew it is wrong to do such stupid act.
That is correct. This as I to play the 30-minute countdown music, on CD, disc 2, since the vinyl function is malfunctioned.
You better do it fast, it is nearing 7:30.
Yes, in the next 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Fellows on tablets and laptops, start a video call with our Litopian, Altronican, and / or Omnian friends. I Stefan to contact Daniel Capion. I Sean to contact Jason Alito Trap. I Corey Blocksters to page Corey Zanders. I Mark Zark Bloxer to contact Mark Zaniels. This is Irex Bloxizion to get a hold of Mickey Daniels of Elite City Shock. Hey. Game on. Greetings from Elite City, Illitopia. I am at DG Square Illitosat. Hey there, Corey B. I am Corey Zanders. Hey there, Mark B. I am Mark Zaniels. Hey Stefan. I am Daniel Capion at Altroni Pizza in Elite City.
Hey there, Sean. I am Jason Elitatrap over at Altroni Pizza in Elite City, Illitopia. This says for you Raptor and Farah, head to NYE section right away, and then follow me.
Okay, Scott Elitistar. While at it, we to attend the event at 1945, Corey.
Good idea.
This is it's not only to be the happy new month and season / quarter of second quarter and delta month and beta season elite year EY 1022. You are correct. Mark Zaniels as it's to be the HNM and HNS of Daisy month and season of Omni year 1999, just 9 months toward the Omni Millennium. Corey, this reminds me of the Alito Millennium celebrations. Back once we ring in the new Elite year EY 1000 once we were young, and Y2K, year 2000 and 21st century. Yes, Mark, however, as there will be fireworks for the upcoming event in Elite City, OmniStar, and Altronic City, as with celebrations in Altronic Street in Elite City including Altroni Pizza in which our friend Jason Alito Trap and Daniel Kb.P in which we give a huge shout out to them.
You are correct, Farah and Raptor as the 15-minute countdown to kick off at 7:45 p.m. and the 10K Trocant, 1 Choi countdown at Altronic City and OmniStar 36 seconds later at 7:45:36. IMS eStars plays reporting for VWG2N as we hand off to the VWG2N studio.
That was Scott Star over at NYE Central, doing guest reporting for VWG2N. It is time to take a programming break as we will be back in a couple moments. I am Mickey James.
I am Sean Richardson.
I am Smith Phelps, and VWG2N will be right back. Stay with VWG2N. This is RDK TV DT 5.1 Elite City, powering at 550 kilowatts. Also relay on radio, stream, web, ITV, VOD devices and more. Powering up always, always. This is RDK 3000 TriStar television service. Remember, the 10,000 token, 1 Choi countdown sequence in Altronic City and OmniStar to begin 36 seconds after the 15-minute countdown sequence at NYE Central at 7:45 p.m. and 36.000 seconds Elite City, 99.0 EMT and 0.000 Kino Choice, 2376 TRX and 0.00 Decions precisely as all clocks except the Jinx Time Excite 3 Kanbor-Lito series are just synchronized to the EIST clock servers. This is the 15-minute countdown is a go, as it to kick off just about. The 15-minute countdown kickoff for the Happy New Month and Season/Quarter of Delta UY 1022 end. Did I hear the gamer horn and just now the siren? We better head to Raymond Blake Fest. Is there an esports match? No. There is no esports match. To repeat, there is no esports match. Before we explain what's going on, we must note the siren originated from RDK 3000 TriStar. This as it just got silenced as one of the staff members of DGS. ELZ has telephoned RDK 3000 TriStar regarding what I explained, as it's a false alarm. I Stefan Bloxton, also Rex, Scott, Sean, and the others at CryptoDiner have interest of subjects on Omni related, as you were on the recent trip to Omni Republic in late March, Gamma, or Daffodili, or early Domanion. Tell us about the subjects. Yes, I have before returning to Altronic City only to prepare to depart to Elite City. This is Kb.P on to explain the subject now. You fellows in Cryptor City in Bloxy Land, you need to listen up and mute the TV and radios at CryptoDiner and pay attention to my words. The area was used to be Kingdom of Omni from 1980 to 1999, as before that, used to be Soviet Omni from 1940 to 1979, as it was used to be Nazi Omni from 1915 to 1939. Prior to that, used to be Omni Federation since the independence to 1915. In 1939, there was a nationwide war that broke out. This is in 1945, a nuclear missile was launched from northern province of Ian, toward southern end of Jira, but the missile went out of Omni as it flew into space. It nearly missed the Luna, as it strikes KCI after several weeks. Anyhow, Omni Republic does have a human majority population, however there are some Pokemonians, Gemstonians, Kirbyans, and Splixians as minorities. Omni adopted the alternative metric system since 2009, or EY 1009, derived from the Tempus Spatium Pandecimal metric system, in which the units were renamed as it was called, Omni Metric System or OMS. This is a secant is a trocant, 0.0864 second. This is in 2013. Altronic Fellows adopt the names from the OMS and launched the Altronic Timekeeping Measurement System. This is the systems are renamed as OAMS or Omni Altronic Metric System. However, the common metric system is used in Omni Republic too, but used as secondary. The calendar systems are quite unheard of in Omni, also the time systems. 1 day equal to 1 million trocants, 100 G, 1000 crons, 10 Kalka, derived from Kalaki from Kanbor duodecimal time, 600 Raziel, 12 Hars, and 8 Omegas. The calendar system is a 12-month calendar system, as per national level, to be 10-day weeks. However, 4 provinces do have its own week system as their calendar is a leap week system. In Ember, they use 8-day weeks, similar to Hue Exatex Union. In Eagle, to be 6-day weeks, in Jira, to be 10-day week, but in Ian, to be 6-day week with leap month format, similar to Korhatapian, with each month of 30 days. The Omnis Pax calendar was also used in Ember, in which the year is 512 days, each with 16 months of 32 days. This is in most areas. On regional level, use the day count in octal, base 12, and of course the standard day count. 7-day weeks are only those for religious use, as a 7-day leap week calendar was also used but never used for public. The calendar system and the variants, with exception of the day count system and Omnis Pax calendar, have the epoch of around start of 22 AD, as for the day count system, in base 10, epoch of early February 716 BC, with the base 8 and related subjects with epoch at different dates. The new year on said system on the solar calendar used to occur midnight after the new mean orbital year, this as they adopt the new leap year system, based on the 128-day cycle. This as the subject occur after the fall of the Omni Kingdom and transition to a republic state after 11:59 p.m. Omni time on December 31st, 1999, or Narcissus 30th, 1976 OE, or Omni era. This is Elitopians celebrate the new Elito Millennium EY 1000 when subject occur at midnight Omni time January 1st, 2000 or Carnation 1st, 1977 OE, Alpha 1st, EY 1000 on Elito calendar. This is in the solar calendar. The month are named after a flower. This being a 4-month 30-30-130-130 pattern with a leap year rule being the second month of the 122-day 4-month season having 30 days rather than 31, with true epoch of Carnation 1st, year 0 OE being January 1st on the Gregorian calendar, January 3rd on Julian calendar, on year 23 Common Era. Or Alpha 1st, Elite year 977 BEE, or before Elite epoch, as it's used on the national level in Omni Republic. This is for the month names in Omnis Pax, named after the Splix number in Kb.P 0471 in the 8-day leap week, named after a gem, and in a 6-week named after the zodiac. And in 10-day named after the final 12 letters of the Greek alphabet, with Omicron renamed to Omni, and to avoid confusion with the Elitopian calendar in which the first 12 was used for the month. The new month in leap week occurs the week after the new solar year, in 8-day, 10-day, and 6-day as for the 30-day leap month calendar, adopted from the Korhatapian counterpart. Based on the epoch, this is it will be first day of the 10-week, 6-week, and 8-week plus 7-week, and the new year of said systems, leap week 6-day, 7D, 8D, and 10D, 30-day leap month, and solar counterpart, also the new octal, Omnis Pax, duodecimal, and metric year 1000. Octal/Omnis Pax year 512, 1 and triple zeros in octal, dozenal year 144, 100 in duodecimal, and year 2000 on the solar calendar and variants on January 1st, 2023. This is Elitopians to celebrate EY 1023. This is it's to be an Omni metric millennium. This is the regional variants. Omnis Pax and 8-day leap week is used in Ember, 6-day leap week is used in Eagle, 30-day leap month is used in Ian, and 10-day leap week is used in Jira. Omni duodecimal date, with epoch of around autumn equinox of 1341, is used in Eagle and Ian. Omni Spax and Omni octal date, used in Amber, have epoch of April 11th, 1305 in Gregorian, April 3rd in Julian, Delta 9th, EY 0305. Anyhow, the Omni Spax calendar is unlike the Hue Exatex octal calendar used in the Hue Exatex block and Splix calendar in Kb.P 0471 Splix Hather World, Ben 10 and Kanbor version. The month pattern in the Omni solar calendar slightly differ from the Elitopian calendar. Based on arithmetic, this is the Omni solar calendar is rule based on 30-30-130-130 pattern. Omni also uses conventional time but secondary use. This is today's date in the said system for Saturday, April 2nd, 2022, via Trocant 100,000, and 28 Thursday Diamoni on 12th 2738 ATRE, 1,284 Kia Trocants ATRCX, 2738 285 ATRRT, Marcota 3rd Querab Kb.P 17, Gamma 31st, EY 1022, to B 0999 726 Mia Trocants OCX, or Omni Clocks Time. 1999-091 ORT or Omni Radar Day, via Trocant 99,972 6 Day Daffodai 31st, 1999 OE, Traday, Aries 3rd, Traday Caradwan 27th, Hep Day Aquamarine 31, 6 Day Omni 27th, OE, X, 12 Omni Duodecimal Date, 0777, 356 Omni Octal Date, Hep Day, Occo, or 8th month, 17, or 15 in base 10. Year 777 or 511 in base 10 in Omni Spax Date. $60, $59, $58, $57, $56, $55, $54, $53, $52, $51, $50 in dozenal 41, 40, 3E, 3X, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, Inalito Dozenal, Trayer Anela, Biadizo, Biadco, Bianubi, Biosai, Biasepta, Biasinksa, Biasinkra, Biacordia, Biatrira, Biavia, Biata, Bianila, Unadizo, Unadco, Unanubi, Inalitish, Tunulo, Prinona, Priocta, Prihepta, Prihexa, Propenta, Priquatro, Pritrio, Insplix, Occhi Quadio, Occhi Trio, Occhi Duo, Occhi Uno, Occo, Seppo, Cineo, Chinkio, Quadio, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Month and Season Alito and Omni. Second quarter in Delta Elite Year UI 1022 and Daisy 1999 Elite or Omni Era. I am Mark Encryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center Studio RD3 over at RDK 3000 TriStar main headquarters in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia. The moment has arrived. Arrival of Delta and Daisy months on Alito and Omni calendars of UI 1022 and 1999 Elite. And second quarter of respective years. This is the Elitopian calendar is named after Greek alphabet while Omni calendar is named after a flower. This is fireworks has since went off as per discretion by DELCA in Elite City. Also the counterparts in Omni Star, Omnia, and Altronic City. Altronica following the ball drop. The joint broadcast on Altronic and Omni broadcast stations and at NYE Central of DGSELZ, even in Kanbor-D but not in Kanbor-D Republic. Aside from RDK bell ringing at RDK gone in Kanbor-D City and not in Kanbor-D City itself but to area to the north, not Swash City, Swaftopia but in Gonalito City and across Kanbor-Alito, an Elitopian territorial state, as it can be viewed from a distance, as we are on the phone on the RDK line with Rex X Crypto, divisional leader of RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor-D from Kanbor-D City on top of RDK gone. Rex. Yes, this is I am looking through the binoculars while I have my ear protectors on since the RDK bell is ringing for the next 4 minutes. To stop at 5:05 Kb.P, 20:05 RDK, this sound like church bells, Corey D. Cryptor and Kate S. Cryptor mastering it. However I now have the video cam set up as I already switched sources. Now I must bring follow-up to the situation 2 hours ago. We learned not long ago that Kanbor stomped to be ungrounded if he helps and contribute to preparation for Kanbor-D Day, with the rest of the Kanbor Union. Anyhow he is banned from entry to RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor-D for 96 hours. Take note, starting tomorrow, I will head to Kanbor-D City, for Kanbor-D Day celebrations, then to head to Xenopolis City, Xenopolia for the day then head back to Altronic City.
Okay Daniel, do send us pics of such happenings.
Will do. And why did you bring your calendar? Is there something you need to show me something other than event on June 6th, being New Splix year and Elite Octal Super year? and Kanbor-D Day on the 8th.
Yes, this being Easter, Good Friday and start of Passover on weekend of April 15th to 17th, Delta 13th to 15th, Orthodox Easter on April 24th, Delta 22nd, as we are into Ramadan season, as the fellows at Elite City Grand Mosque are quite busy during Ramadan as Elito Force. Elito Shield and Elito Diamonds are on patrol duty outside the mosque during prayer times and worship services, as that to be same for the synagogue during Passover, and at the Grand Elite City Baptist Church as per request by the pastor for Good Friday and Easter Mass.
Yes, as that to be same for the Omni and Altronican counterparts, as Muslims and Jews observe the Omni and Altronic plus Islamic and Jewish calendars, as they do allow use of the religious calendars as they use 7-day weeks. Same as Catholics and other Christianity variants as per special instance for religious subjects. Now what with the subject for the next month, Epsilon EY 1022, May 2022, you highlight subject on 4th and 5th. This is I note Gumball Day and Kanbor-D on May 3rd. I do mean May 4th and 5th, 2022.
I am a huge Star Wars fan, as the day after on May 4th 2022, to be Star Wars Day, as there are events slated in Elite City on Star Wars Day. This is for the subject the next day, to be Revenge of the 5th, also to be Cinco de Mayo, as I will head to El Alarm 6. Alarm 6, in which we went to back on April 1st for dinner. The tacos sure are tasty.
There must be one other event as I note on your calendar, as I also look at my linear, something concerning esports related, the Overwatch League 2022 season kickoff on Cinco de Mayo?
Yes, but we will discuss on that in late April. This is for other events, end of Ramadan and Eid al-Fitr, Mother's Day, also subject on May 19, 2022, in which we will discuss after Cinco de Mayo. Anyhow, when you be departing tomorrow?
Early morning, as I to board Hyperloop. At 5 o'clock a.m. Elite City, 2 o'clock p.m. Kb.P, 375 Kia Trojans. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy Kanbor-D Day. 17 years strong. Onward the third decade in the next 3 years in Kb.P 2025, EY 1025. Well, as always, I to stop the fireworks and reset at 0:15 Kb.T. 15:15 RDK, however others may stop at their discretion as it's the big day, as I to head to Kanbor 784 for a talk to Kanbor-LapiBalKip on after 1400 hours Kb.T, but I to await video call with Zenzi Cryptor from RDK RBX at 0:20 Kb.T, then the fellows at Elite City at 0:30 Kb.T. This is I do note, the parade in Elite City is almost wrapping up, as, hold on, slacker, Zen's Cryptor has learned, from Zenzi Cryptor from RDK RBX, that Scott Bloxkip and Rex Bloxizion is not at Cryptor City. Rex X Cryptor, where are the duos? Zen's Cryptor, they are visiting Kanbor-D City, as they to depart on the 9th, as they are at the hotel in same room with Daniel Capion. In the morning, they to head to Kanbor 784, however Daniel to head to Xenopolis City, Xenopolia on 9th, then depart back to Altronic City on the 10th. This is iSlacker, Max SD Cryptor, to inform RDK 3000 TriStar Xenopolia and Altronic unit divisions right away.
That is sure nice of you. Scott blocks Kip and Rex blocks Cision. 2 gifts for me. Thank you.
You are very welcome. It's the subject you do like the most. Steve Ricksaw, before you depart to DG Zenot Zenozat for LAN party, also meet up with Xenopolis City Shock and Code Blitz. I must inform you of subject on April 18th, 2022, in which to be evening 17th, at 7 p.m. Xenopolis City, 0 Kia Trokants, to be the new Altronic New Gia Trokant. This as Daniel Capion. I am already aware of this in past week. Some Altronican friend told me after 7 p.m. Xenopolis City on April 2nd, 2022 after HNM and HNS celebration Delta EY 1022 in Elitopia to the north, but we Xenopolians do not celebrate it in past week. Same goes for the Altronic New Gia Trokant, but they do mention coverage on Xeno News 24. I know there will be fireworks to kick off the 2-week Mayfest, as there is also a Kb.P Surfing Championship 2022, or 0985 CJE, to kick off Thursday, May 5th. 2022 Ortrada, Bravo 21st, 0985 CJE, halfway through Kb.P Metric Season CJMY 360.0, and 22nd day of Alpha Duone. Long Yard 300, and Duone, Short Yard 1200, at 10:30 am.
Yes, that to be on Kb.Net, but why the fellows at RDK 3000 TriStar Kb.Topia unit toggle the NYE system including ball drop?
It's at their discretion.
Oh my god. Shark alarm. But how? As the fireworks disorientated the sharks when it set off at midnight, 12 o'clock a.m., May 1st, 2022, for kickoff of Mayfest 2022, while Cambodians to the north usher in Gumbalong Kb.P 17?
I am unsure, but personnel in the water must have took the shark alert seriously as they went out of the water the instant shark alarm went off, as there were celebrations before the shark alarm. We have to find out if it's indeed a shark or false alarm, in the morning on Kb.Net 24 on the TV, since the shark alarm ruined the party. Thanks to it, we are going to head home early.
This is once we head back home. I saw some activity at the Silvat Dome. Has the Kb.Topian Aussie rules football match for Silver City Shocked moved to tonight? I do heard. Subject at 7:30.
I also note that the other venue, beside, with wording Shock vs Blood Red, 7:30 p.m. with colors, orange, yellow, gray, also red, white and black on the venue in subject. I know what it is. To be some esports match outside of Kb.P, as there's a viewing party to begin soon.
This is I have to turn on the TV from idle in which shows the clock, and tune to Kb.Net 24.
Anyhow, I will explain now. This to be the esports match in Elitopia, as the first match in Elite City's DG Square Elitosat, Elite City Shock, and Blood Red Gaming to begin in a few, as that to kick off the spring tournament, as they to compete in best of 7 in Jinsokubamba. This as Team K Gaming was merged to Elite City Shock, and Slickstar Dragons was merged toward Blood Red Gaming, as our cousin Brian Smith, who served for TKG, now part of ELS and is part of Starter 6, with Stefan Zanders and Ralph Katzenzion. Our friends Mark Zaniels and Corey Zanders has since withdrawn from the esports team since they work at DG Square Elitosat.
I knew it. Mark and Corey applied for a job at the venue, where they reside, close to 10:30 in the morning. They must be working now thanks to the esports match.
This as we will hand off to affiliate coverage from the fellows at Elito News 24, Raymond Blake reporting on pre-match subject, as we will be back after 7:35 p.m. Silver City.
I do see the subject on news banner, ELG, GJ, short for Elitopian League of Gaming, Game Jam, Esports Mania Spring Blitz, 2022, Elite Year EY 1022, Kb.P Year 0985 CJE. Good thing they include the Kb.P Year alongside the Elite Year and Civil Year on Kb.Net 24, as stated as per Kb.P broadcast rules.
I do see subject on the news banner, subject on May 5th, when the Kb.Topian surfing competitions get underway, as it is not Cinco de Mayo, this being the owl subject, in which we have to check the subject online later on tonight.
Scott, we know the subject owl, being a bird, as we saw one at a park last week.
No. This concerns the other subject, being acronym of some subject I have to look into, but I to check on it later.
Yes, this is it's nearing 7:30, as the subject mentioned on their TV is about to start, as we are going to order chicken sandwiches and have it delivered to our home as I to order then pay. I already got the drinks as I am a fan of Elite City Shock.
Same as I. I must also note, soccer match also to kick off at same time in the Korjotopian Premier League, Silver City Sharks take on Korjopolis Snakes at Stadium in Korjotopis. This as soccer play and esports match to kick off just about now.
You are correct. As for the soccer match, it's into initial minute of first half, as you must be rooting for the Sharks as I will tune the other TV to Korjot.net in a few.
Yes. However, do it sooner rather than later, as I do not want to miss first goal.
This is, in fact, other TV was already tuned to Korjot.net as the soccer match is in progress, but it is muted as I will unmute and turn up the volume while I call the Chicken Shack to order chicken sandwiches.
This as I to check the coverage of Elitopian esports from coverage on Elito News 24 via Korjot.net 24, then the domestic coverage as I will tune this TV to Korjot.net ESP at 7:40 p.m.
This is after the next match for Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming. Optic Elito takes on Elito Phase at 3 o'clock p.m. Elite City, midnight, 12 o'clock a.m. Kb.P, and Silver City, then G64 Esports and Team RDK 3000 TriStar Esports at 8 o'clock p.m. Elite City, 00.0 EMT, 0000 TRX.
That in which translates to 5 in the morning, in which I have to DVR the midnight and the early morning matches.
Not only the action kicks off here at DG Square Elito Sats Esports Arena section, viewing parties of the subject are in progress at the sports bar, even the nightclub and jump pad section, also at other venues in Elite City, Zen Dome, and Rex Arena, but not Zay Park because of ELB Baseball. Elite City Swift FERS takes on Sharkville Dolphins, first pitch at 12 o'clock p.m. Elite City, 66.6 EMT, 1600 TRX in 1.5 hours.
Even though I'd love to watch the coverage, but I have errands to do also to bring my crossover to Flex Motors dealership for a scheduled routine maintenance, as I go by time schedule and not by mileage, as it needed some tune-up, oil check, even check on the tires and fluids. Damn! I have since left the key at home. Now I gotta have to make a U-turn and head back to my house. The Rossakirts since parents are at work and siblings on a day trip to Elftronic City.
Oh dear. If I were you, I always carry my keys with me on my RDK belt, including key fob to my car. Anyhow, you cannot make an U-turn on this street as that is a one-way street, as going wrong way on one-way street is illegal. You can face a 75 LEO fine. Rather instead, detour to Kanbor-D Street. Head north to Gumball Street since Altronic Street is a zero emissions route. Turn left, head left to K Street. Head south to Stephen Street toward Elite Street.
Thank you, Marky Crypter from RDK 3000 TriStar.
This is you should take off now as my car has arrived. It's in autopilot just behind your crossover, as I would like you to move your vehicle immediately, please.
Thank you, Oliver, for getting the key card that I scanned to gain access to building. How did you find it?
You left it beside the TV, as I grab it for you.
Oops, it must have fell off of my pocket without realizing it. Did it land on the floor?
No, it landed on the couch beneath the cushions.
Okay, why not head back inside and take a nap?
Okay, Julian, anyhow concerning Josh Yoshi, he is inside, on your computer doing computer maintenance.
That is a must.
Happy birthday, Raptor. ISE Stars Plays have a special birthday gift for you.
Oh my god, what is it?
We have to head outside for it.
Okay. Corey Zanders, you also have to come outside for me, as I note you also have a gift for me to go with subject for present from Scott Elidistar. Yes, as we head outside now, Mark. Corey Zanders, why not head to Zen Speedway? I to race with you on my motorbike. Not now, we are going to head to El Alarma 6, Alarm 6, first to dine out, since Zen Pizza, Sports Bar at DG Square Litosat and Alito Burgers are busy. Good idea, Corey, this is I to talk to Diego for subjects in relation to Cinco de Mayo on the 5th, day after Star Wars Day. Cinco de Mayo on May 5th, 2022, Epsilon 3rd, EY 1022, and Star Wars Day tomorrow? Mark Zaniels, you should note there's also Region of the 5th day after Star Wars Day. This is Kip Hex 24 International Elitopia and other Kip Hex 24 networks in Kibni Ionian and the Hugh Exitex block to air Star Wars music non-stop tomorrow for entire day, as you love Star Wars. Yes, Corey. This is also on May 5th, in the RD, to be the OWL 2022 season kickoff. I knew it. Overwatch League making return on Cinco de Mayo. In the grand finals of past season in latter half of September 2021, the Dragos won the finals. However, we won't be following it on day 1 week 1 as we to do tasks in relation to Cinco de Mayo at DG Square Latosat, including at the nightclub. Oh my god. Corey Zanders head to NYE Central immediately.
Attention. Attention. This was activated by mistake. This is a false alarm. Please disregard the signal, and staff members assigned, do not head to NYE Central.
Excuse me, Mark and Corey. I'm Marquis Crifter have to head back. This is important and urgent. This as
Disregard the signal.
Here, never mind. False alarm, false active action. I gotta have to talk to Jared Graystar on what is to blame on this. You sure it's a false alarm? Yes, Mark Zaniels.
To repeat, disregard the silent.
Attention, attention. This is Head Deputy Leader of RDK 3000 TriStar Menos Secret. To RDK 3000 TriStar personnel who are off duty, this is a false alarm. To repeat, this is a false alarm. The attention cue for certain personnel to head to NYE Central DG Square Latosat that sends a signal to the RDK 3000 TriStar system to sound alarm and the roll call siren was erroneously activated. And the fellows at DG Square Latosat and us at RDK 3000 TriStar would like to apologize for this. To repeat, this is a false alarm. Subject was activated by mistake.
I am Sean T. Cryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar. Toward the 5th, it's Cinco de Mayo and Revenge of the 5th, as we explain subject in relation in OWL soon, but first the happenings on Cinco de Mayo. Spinelnet test on new news in Kanbor-D/Pekko Finikonen. Test of subject. Before May 8th, 2022, in which gets attention to RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor-D Unit Division and Rex X Cryptor as Rex tells Corey E. Cryptor to investigate on the subject, as test since prior day. This is also on May 8th, 2022, Ilito Spinelnet to launch its own news show called Ilito Spinel News, as theme and intro to be similar to those of CNW and Ilito News 24. Actually test new Spinel News in afternoon 2 at 17:30 Kb.P translating to 8:30 am Elite City, in which test also gets aired on Ilito Spinelnet via Asylum Cast. Preceding Jinx News morning 8 o'clock, Jinx TV Asylum Cast. This is Jinx News now anchors from the set that was first used on Ilito News 24 since initial quarter of 2021, EY 1021, as Ilito News 24 now use Studio E for the newscasts, as Jinx 24 uses the same set as Jinx News, as Chronos launched a new studio. As Jinx 24 uses what used to be Chronos news set in initial half of 2021, EY 1021. The set in which used for Jinx News/Kanbernet International Ilitopia before 2022, EY 1022 is now used for Ilito Money for certain programming. Cinco de Mayo music begun playing at RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ in Elite City starting 8 o'clock, AM ILK, 50.0 EMT, 1200 TRX as it plays non-stop, as it's played from a playlist Mark E. Cryptor created on his computer. Played in repeat playlist in shuffle/random mode but to auto shut off at midnight on May 6, 2022 as it's run on a timer with auto shut off unless Mark E. Cryptor manually stops it ahead of time. This is the music stream feed gets streamed toward El Alarma 6, Alarm 6, in which they hosted Cinco de Mayo party. At midday some customer ate the Jinx pepper, originally costs ELO 49 Elios 99 Ilidocents but costs for special day for 29 Elios 99 Elio cents. It was a female customer, in which she was burning hot, flames went out of her mouth, as one fellow was given pitcher of water, she drank the entire pitcher. The flame sets off the heat detectors and set off fire alarm at Alarm 6, El Alarma 6. Fire call sirens were blaring and Elite City Fire Department was rushed to A6 but there was no fire at the restaurant. The A6 bell outside was ringing during the fire alarm event, this scares fellows at Delta 6 next door and some establishments to the west in Kanbor-D Street. The Cinco de Mayo music playing at RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ was briefly paused during fire alarm event at A6, as roll call alarms went off as Mark E. Cryptor reports on the breaking story on RDK TSRT. At 12:06 p.m. ELC, the fire alarm was cleared, and at 12:15 p.m. ELC, the female was bullied and harassed by the bad fellows. One of the fellows, who's a male, punched her numerous times, then another male grabs a gun and shoots the female to death. This is Elite City police arrive when the female gets bullied, as once the officers heard gunshot that killed the female, they quickly arrest the bad fellows. The bullying incident occurred outside A6 close to the intersection. The female who was shot to death was 20-year-old Jessica Edward, who was Richard Raystar's ex-girlfriend. Jessica's elder brother Sean Edward, 24, told the bad fellows to stop, but they defied as Sean called Elite City police then went to El Alarma 6 to talk to waitress named Diego. Sean also told Diego explanation of fire alarm also. Throughout the afternoon and evening, the Cinco de Mayo party continued at El Alarma 6. As it also kicked off at noon at DG Square Litosat when the time siren went off at RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ for midday time signal as Jared Raystar handpicked the Cinco de Mayo music to be played throughout the establishment, as the event unfolded at the nightclub and some other areas. Cinco de Mayo music was at one instance playing loud at the nightclub with remixes by one of the DJs, as that was televised on Ilito Music. This as the Cinco de Mayo party also was occurring outside as there was even a parade that was underwent, with music from RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ and DG Square Litosat getting relayed to speakers at Ilito Tower and Zen Tower. As that was related to RDK Gone in Kanbor-D City and other RDK 3000 TriStar establishments, this as Cinco de Mayo music was even played at RDK Kp in Mudcup City, Kp no Ionayan as Mark K. Cryptor really danced to the music. Cinco de Mayo music at least once heard throughout all of Kanbor-D City, this as it gets attention to Kanbor Union as Kanbor Stomp tuned the radio to a particular station as the music gets played, as the Kanbor Union hosted the Cinco de Gumbalan, or Cinco de Mayo, party at Kanbor 784. In which gets attention to Kanbor-D Kapion and Kanabon-D Kapion. This is the fellows at Kb.P in Kanbor-D City also heard the Cinco de Mayo music. This of course at first was playing since noon KBT today by Rex X Cryptor at RDK gone then hands off to via stream from Elite City. The Cinco de Mayo music has since stopped at 2100 hours KBT by Rex X Cryptor with volume decrease after 1800 hours KBT as Rex X Cryptor turned the Cinco de Mayo music down to quieter levels. This as we now explain the other subject, concerning the OWL in text form via slides while I verbally continue what I say unrelated to the OWL. By the way, event at 4:30 p.m. inspires related event in the RDK fictional. Over the course of the afternoon toward 2:30 p.m. ELC in Elite City, the Cinco de Mayo party expands to all of DG Square Latosat except two areas, one being the wrestling arena, as requested by WXEF, Wrestling Extreme Elito Foundation, for WXEF Thursday Night Blitz. As another event occurs at one other area unrelated to Cinco de Mayo, this is WXEF Thursday Night Blitz starts at 7 at Wrestling Arena section. As for the subject at 4:30 p.m., Cinco de Mayo music gets as mixed with countdown music toward 4:30 p.m. played by Zen S Cryptor, as Zen S Cryptor became DJ since 3:30 p.m. As the full 20-minute RDK TSRT countdown music was played at the loudspeakers at 4:10 p.m. in appreciation of subject Zen S Cryptor gets interest of most as subject excite Zen Z Cryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Unit Division, also Zen S Cryptor. In which wise NS plays the countdown music as he then adds some extra music related to Cinco de Mayo and an unrelated subject to the RDK 3000 TriStar Cinco de Mayo music playlist created by Mark E. Cryptor. At end of subjective event, the Cinco de Mayo music gets amped up to the max. Toward 6 p.m. The celebrations gets festive as the Mayhem Fest hour gets underway, this as the music gets heard across Elite City throughout 8 o'clock p.m. ELC, 00.0 EMT, 0000 TRX. After mentioned time, the party continues in which gets interrupted by heavy rain and gusty winds as rain alert level 1 was issued by MSE in Elite City Metro as it begun to rain hard at 8:36 p.m. ILC. However, it stopped before 9:12 p.m. ELC, but the parties outside was ruined to the rain as parties were moved indoors. This as the party continues until midnight. The Cinco de Mayo party also was underwent in Xenopolis City, and in Loverville, Xenopolia, and Shark City, Ilitopia during the beach party. There were no reported shark sightings and there were no shark warnings as the shark alarms were idle throughout.
Daniel, why did you put on your rain gear? Did you check the weather forecast and minute cast recently?
Yes, in the past 15 minutes, I received the push notification with strong chord sound, being the app in which informs user of precipitation based on Doppler radar, and in which shows distance, intensity, and coverage, as it'll gonna rain heavy in Elite City soon, as I had to quickly put on my rain gear, as I head to Elito Media Building, and note the weather channel, Elito Weather, in which I need to check the short-term and hourly forecast and confirms it to rain hard, also quite breezy and unseasonably cool.
This is I need to check, new notification on my phone. Rain alert level 1 issued for Elite City. The outdoor loudspeakers blaring and the automatic organ powering up. We must head to RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ. This is I have to put on my rain gear.
Yes, this is the ship horn sound also gets played, this from the rooftop. Jason, head to the bench to put on your rain gear.
Okay, Daniel.
And the fellow beside, who are you?
I am Shawnee Cryptor. Your friend Jason must have went to the bench to put on the rain gear, right?
Yes. Just curious, where'd you from?
Elite City Metro in the south side, as I went to the downtown part in the past month. Anyhow, I first saw you at the Litopian University in early April 2022, talking to my sister's ex-boyfriend, in which her name was Jessica Edward, and which was shot to death on May 5th, 2022 by some fellow who bullied her a moment or two prior. I had to talk to the fellows to stop, even called the cops on them, then went to El Alarm 6 to talk to the staff on the fire alarm. The persons who responsible are permanently banned from RDK 3000 TriStar. This on my first week on the job at the establishment, this as I graduated from the Litopian University since 2021, EY 1021.
In June 2021, at time of Altronic Metric Millennium?
No, a week or so prior, on June 15th, 2021.
Yeah. Quite a soaker. Jason, we would have continued walking around Elite City, but we now have to go via car, but our cars is at public parking, next to Nitro Octave Tuning Shop and El Alarm 6.
Yes, this is we should now await a taxi, rickshaw, or a city bus.
Where would you be heading to?
Zay Park, for Elite City Swifters baseball game. It's at 3 p.m. start, but I am unsure if it gets rained out, or if the rooftop is closed.
They do not play today, they play tomorrow evening at 1900 hours. They take day off. Did you check the schedule?
Whoops. I didn't knew they played yesterday at 3 p.m.
Yes, this is I check Elito Sports Center on Elito Sports 1. The Swifters win 1-0 in bottom 16th inning thanks to a walk-off solo home run against Sharkville. We will be heading to Kb.P then to DG Square Elito Sat.
Okay, this as my car has arrived, as you can come for a ride with me as I to head to Kb.P as my colleague Mark Ekripter is there as I have to meet him concerning action he done, purchase of significant item, he to use, in which costs 960 Elias.
960 Elitopian Elios? That equal to close to 1,230 Altronican dollars. What did he got?
New laptop, as it's on display at Kb.P, for work use, as the one used for gaming is also sold there and also at Gamer Corner. Remember to buckle up, click it, or take it, as I have to start my car and buckle up also.
This is I ride in front passenger, Jason, you ride in rear seat. This car must be a PHEV, right?
Yes. With a 1.6-liter turbocharged inline-3 engine, all-wheel drive, 8-speed dual-clutch auto, and decent electric motors.
The child in subject. He would have been banned from RDK 3000 TriStar, but due to a new policy, he must be accompanied by an adult at all times. Due to he be a minor, this means UMRS. Illitatrap must keep your son Adam with you at all times once he gets ungrounded by you for 1 week, once you and he visits RDK 3000 TriStar HQ, even for attending special events or tours.
When does new policy takes effective?
Since May 1st, 2022.
Mom, have you heard any word on punishment for Adam from elementary school?
Yes, he gets suspended from classes for 3 school days.
This being tomorrow toward Wednesday.
This as his tablet is the new one he got at Kb.P, being the K-Tech Compumate Tab S950 MK8, toward his left, camera's right, as he also got the clock in subject, being the newest desk clock at Rex Clocks. That is placed toward his right, camera's left. This as he showed the clock face to the viewer now, this as it shows the current time, as he cycles toward the Alptronic clock, Splix clock, Kanbor clock, one being Kanbor duodecimal time, standard 12-hour, standard 24-hour, the 12-hour with 24-hour hand, and the dual time in which shows standard clock time as with EMT and TRX, also shows digital counterpart as he switches it on. It have a chrono, timer, alarm and also shows current date. Now the laptop that gets us attention.
That is in which is the one Mark E. Cryptor uses, as it's the Zentek Blitz Pro Ultimate Dex S960 TKRS, MK2, being the top of the line, standard high-performance productivity work laptop, as the one used for gamers, being the Blitz Pro Ultimate ZX 960 RZGR. MK2 in which is a high-end high-performance gaming laptop that his brother SE Stars plays have, being Scott Elitastar have, as it is being used by his friends. With permission as his friends to live stream SE Stars plays view of the esports match at the top of the hour with authorization of DG Square Lato Sat, ELG Game Jam, and the sponsors K-Tech Gaming and Z Fuel, to be on SE Stars plays the Little Tube channel. Both laptops are the same but used for different purposes. Mark uses this for work, productivity, and leisure while Scott uses his for gaming and live streaming.
You mean, looks the same, but usage of subject differs.
Mark E must add, the one for work and productivity use, concerning my laptop, it also have a touch screen too, while the one for gaming, it does not have a touch screen, and unlike the one for gaming, concerning Scott's gaming laptop, it have RGB key lighting. For my laptop, it also have a backlit key but it have one color, white, but I can swap it to another variant of the keyboard, to the touch screen one that is highly customizable, also pops out. Same goes for trackpad, while his does not. Anyhow, I have to take over for now as a preventative measure, as the announcement is due in next minute. This is Zen S Cryptor is on the way in case VWG2N gets selected. I am Mark E. Cryptor over at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK News Line at Studio RX at the main HQ in Elite City. Anyhow, this is once the announcement comes into the VWG2N and RDK News Line newsrooms, we will let ya know. This is the notifier cue to sound at that time at 1923 RDK in Elite City. By the way, the VWG2N hosts has got told to head to DG Square Latosat for subject, via exit GR, as our own Zen S Cryptor is leading the escort. Ahem, excuse me, the sound we just heard at RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ states the announcement has been made, as I check my laptop. Oh my, VWG2N gets selected, and producers telling me, the current hosts, the former hosts who currently hosting for Chronos, and backup hosts are in. They also tell me to tell you this that as a result of this, VWG2N needs to prematurely end and have us take over for programming to fill in. By the way, those are new notifier signal cues that gets played on the PA system and loudspeakers. This is VWG2N gets selected for the Spring Blitz Gamers vs Celebrities for Team Pearl, as we await video game, and mode, this due at or before 1945 RDK ELC. This is we have to start RDK 3000 TriStar Today Prime Edition early on native airing on RDK 3000 TriStar TV services. We are powering up always on all RDK networks, TV, radio, web, streaming and more as we launch the new RDK graphics package early as well as we say goodbye to the old one. This is the newscast also gets simulcasted on Vista and Viva Vision. I am Mark E. Crypter bringing to you live from the all-new Studio RX at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline, News Center at the main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia. Headlines at 1924 RDK, 97.5E, 2340T.
That laptop Mark E. Crypter uses, did he got that at Kb.P or at Gamer Corner?
Kb.P, being the laptop he uses for work, also his personal, as it's a high-end work/productivity laptop in which is also used for creators, as it's also used for entertainment.
This is Scott Elitastar told me, Daniel Kb.P on that, he uses the other one, being a high-performance gaming laptop, for gaming and live streaming, as he's beside ELS Shaker and BRG Kanbor as match start is at 0 Kiatrokins, straight at 8 o'clock.
Yes, this is no wonder VWG2N gets selected for Team Pearl, as we to await the video game the teams to compete in, plus the mode in the esports match, gamers versus celebrities, this due at or before 7:45.
That equals to close to 990 Kiatrokins.
Yes, that is at or before 1945, 99.0 EMT, 2375 TRX and AOCT, Altronic Omni Cron Time. 9:53 in Quadro 4 AOST, Altronic Omni Sign Time. This in which we will head to DG Square Litosat right away. Follow me.
RDK 3000 TriStar Today, we have 34 minutes to go just now as it crosses 1926 RDK, toward the ELG Game Jam, Kitech Gaming, Z Fuel Spring Blitz Celebrities vs Gamers 2022, EY 1022, as in the past minor or few moments, the VWG2N backup. Former and current hosts has gotten selected for Team Pearl, current and former hosts in the starter 6, the backup hosts as substitutes, as for those concerning Team Rose, being SE Stars Plays, and those from ELS, BRG, OTE, EFZ and RKB, with DCU, RXD and few others as substitutes. Game on, game on. Esports match has, whoa, Savage and Dude, next time, go behind the television cameras, not in front of it, please. This is you photobombed on Alito News 24, you idiot. We do want to apologize for the fellows for photobombing on live television, anyhow. Esports match is underway. I will not commentate on the match, as Michael Agius from Alito Gamer ESP will be doing the commentating, as I will be covering for Alito News 24, Jinx 24, and RDK 3000 TriStar television service with Mark E. Crypter later on this hour on the special segment, after Map 1. So you don't want to miss that, as that is an Alito News 24 exclusive, as that is also Jinx News and RDK 3000 TriStar Today exclusive on its platforms on Jinx News at 8 and RDK 3000 TriStar Today Prime Edition, as I head to Studio RX at the RDK HQ behind DG Square Litosat. This at 8:25 p.m. Elite City, as this concerns the Altronic Omnigamer/ELG Game Jam Spring Blitz Pro-Am Tournament 2022, EY 1022, 2738 ATRE, 1999 OAE, on afternoon of June 5th, 2022 in 3 weeks' time, in conjunction to the new Splix year and Elite Octal Super year of EOS 200. Or 128 in base 10, and Splix year 21, or 17, as the tournament on June 5th. Concerning esports in virtual auto sport racing, the E-Prix, Kb.P Speed Blitz 2020, and we to detail special features for the subject in over 2 via Trokans, as we to discuss that later. That in which the tournament begins at 1400 hours RDK in Elite City on June 5th. On the Splix New Year's Eve as DG Tron, eSpot, Omni Esports Arena and DG Square Latosat to be among the venues involved. As we will detail the subject in an RDK exclusive in partnership with Elito Gamer ESP and Elito News 24 after 2025 RDK in Elite City. Anyhow you may have noted, the fellows, in which as we note, Dewey and Dummy of Savage Sistanen on Dolly. And Tokyo Raystar photobombed in the feed a few seconds after 2000 hours, as Toki punched the dummy causing a mess concerning feathers and cotton laying around as that is being cleaned up as we speak. If Toki were to hit the real Savage, in which he went behind camera as always, Tokyo Raystar would have been permanently banned from RDK 3000 TriStar, but that did not happen as he punched a dummy as he did not realize it was a dummy. He was escorted to another area by ushers at DG Square Latosat. Anyhow concerning the match itself, we are joined by Jared B. Cryptor for more on the action. Game on. Esports match has, whoa, Savage and Dewey, next time, go behind the television cameras, not in front of it, please. This is you photobombed on Elito News 24, you idiot. We do want to apologize for the fellows for photobombing on live television, anyhow. Esports match is underway. I will not commentate on the match, as my colleagues from Elito Gamer ESP will be doing the commentating, as I will be covering for Elito News 24, Jinx 24, and RDK 3000 TriStar television service with Mark E. Cryptor later on this hour on the special segment, after Map 1. So you don't want to miss that, as that is an Elito News 24 exclusive, as that is also Jinx News and RDK 3000 TriStar Today exclusive on its platforms on Jinx News at 8 and RDK 3000 TriStar Today Prime Edition, as I to head to Studio RX at the RDK HQ behind DG Square Latosat. This at 8:25 p.m. Elite City, as this concerns the Altronicom Nigamer / ELG Game Jam Spring Blitz Pro Am Tournament 2022, EY 1022, 2738 ATRE, 1999 OAE, on afternoon of June 5th, 2022 in 3 weeks' time, in conjunction to the new Splix year and Elite Octal Super year of EOS 200. Or 128 in base 10, and Splix year 21, or 17, as the tournament on June 5th. Concerning esports in virtual auto sport racing, the E-Prix, Kb.P Speed Blitz 2020, and we to detail special features for the subject in over 2 via Trokans, as we to discuss that later. In the meantime, I am Raymond Blake over at Elito Gamer ESP, as we hand off back to Corey and Catherine for second hour at Elito News 24 tonight at Studio E, including developing story of tornado aftermath and cleanup in Sakura City, Altram ni Elito.
It is 8:02 p.m. Elite City just now, and we welcome you to second hour of Elito News 24 tonight on Elito News 24. I am Catherine Zanils.
And I am Corey Elitistar, bringing to you live at Studio E. Headlines at Choi Zero. The ELG Game Jam Z Fuel K-Tech Gaming Gamers vs Celebrities esports match gets in progress since the last Minoro, as they compete in best of 7, Jinsoku Bamba, map name Tornado. Speaking of Tornado, cleanup is still underway in Sakura City in Altroni Lito, close to Webchester, Altronica and Omnia, as word from the Meteorological Office, rated as an EF5, sadly, 10 killed, 70 injured. Electricity knocked out throughout the city from storm in which occurred last Friday evening. Daniel K. This esports match from your home location sure gets interesting by the minute toward the final minute or so. Oh my. Bomber Bomba down. My favorite team in the Bomba power play. Yes, Daniel S., as it to end in a few moments, as it sure to get interesting toward the end.
Yes. Optictronic wins. They shut out Tronic FaZe in 4-3 match score. What a finish by Optictronic as they take the advantage in a Bomba power play, as the esports match is over. I had to head to the establishment at 0400 hours to watch the live stream at 0415 RDK for map 7. Anyhow, I am Zen Z Critter from RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Unit Division. This as I want you to share with things. As we are going to introduce new logo for RDK 3000 TriStar as we are going into 10 years strong of this series, as it was used to be Team Elite, then RDK 3000 in which now becomes as RDK 3000 TriStar, as before Team Elite, the first series in which started with various names. Ending with Elite 3000 Enterprises Productions Limited Inc. Interdimensional, as the last series ended in like June 2012. This as it will reflect the outro of this video presentation, and starting with RDK 3000 TriStar video 2022.6 onward. As it will be rest of RDK 3000 TriStar throughout June 2022, anyhow this as the next video presentation, with RDK 3000 TriStar video 2022.6 will also feature shots in relation to Second Life's 19th anniversary SL19B. Information on subjects if any, to be in video description below as my internet havers friend Ryan R. Critter, Elite Runner from RDK 3000 TriStar Second Life Unit Division will be assigned to do such tasks in relation to SL19B. I am Zen Z Critter, signing off. Have a nice day.
This even the unique countdown music too. This originated from RDK 3000 TriStar Altronic and Omni unit divisions, as the new board gets switched on at June 1st, 2021 at 2000 hours, at the stroke of Happy New Month Omni and Altronic, also Elito Zeta EY1022. This is the new clock faces for Kb.P 24 International. Elitopia Bureau arrived and mounted few days prior and gets operational at 1300 hours, May 31st, 2022, 2 hours before Happy New Month Kanbor-LapiBalKip and Kb.P 17. This is we'll have the blast for the new Splix year and Elite Octal Super year, as we introduce the new RDK 3000 TriStar logo, even the background as we gone through the RDK archives and merge the current and past logos for the new background from 2019 to 2022. As you may note the new logos at our bureaus, as we pan the camera through my office, as you can see the new logo, even the new RDK 3000 TriStar clock, and me wearing the new uniform. I am Sean T. Cryptor once again. This is we are excited for the new Splix year and EOSY, as we unravel the logo once the countdown reaches 0. We must also note, the new background and logo, it will also gonna be used for the RDK 3000 TriStar social media handles including our Twitter and to be Facebook handles, also for the RDK 3000 TriStar YouTube channel for the channel icon and banner. Also the icon too for the RDK 3000 TriStar Discord server, as with the decals to be used for Roblox, Gary's Mod, and others, including Second Life by RDK SL Unit Division, most particularly signage and uniform for Ryan R. Cryptor, Elite Runner, especially for SL19B, by the way. We learned from Linden Lab, the fest at special themed regions and held from June 16th to July 5th, 2022. As Ryan R. Cryptor, Elite Runner, and the fellows from RDK 3000 TriStar Second Life unit will be touring the place and to record for the next video presentation. However, we have to run the credits now as we have to do it now before the 60-second countdown. Anyhow, if you have any thoughts on this video presentation, comment in video box. Don't forget to like and share, also sub to this channel if you have not done so, otherwise please stay subscribed. Don't leave unjust, hatred, obscene, vulgar, offensive or otherwise objectionable comments, or spam in the comments area. That will be removed, and if any user defies and continue, we take action hard on the fellow. Part 1 of the video series if you have not watched yet, link is in video description area below. Unless otherwise stated, this is a work of fiction. Media belongs to respective owners, no infringement is intended. If you need to get a hold of us, refer to credits or head to our website. Distribution and reproduction of work by RDK 3000 TriStar without consent from us, is prohibited. This video presentation is CR 2022, EY1022, EMS 81 MLE, EMY 373.4 ELE, ZICL 116, RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions, a division of RDK 3000 TriStar. All rights reserved. Kanbor-784 media used in this video presentation provided by Kanbor-784 Production, a division of Kanbor-LGM-784, under by Kanbor Diamond Authority, KR, or CR, Kb.P 17, 2022, EY1022. This is we are down to the final minute, as it's nearing the new Splix year and Elite Octal Super year. 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, in dozenal, 41, 40, 3E, 3X, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, in Elito dozenal, Trayer on Alon, Biadizo, Biadco, Bianubi, Biosai, Biasepta, Biasnexa, Biasincra, Biacordia, Biatrira, Biavia, Biada, Bianula, Unadizo, Unadco, Unanui, Inelitich, Tinulo, Prinona, Priocta, Prihepta, Prihexa, Propenta, Priquatro, Pritrio, Insplix, Occhi Quadio, Occhi Trio, Occhi Duo, Occhi Uno, Octo, Sempo, Sineo, Chukio, Quadio, 3, 2, 1. Happy new Splix year and Elite Octal Super year. Splix year Duochia and EOS of Duotech, or 21, 17, and 200, 128. as we unravel new logo now for the 10th anniversary of the series. However, we have to end it there as we see you in a future video. This preceding video was a presentation of RDK TSRVSP, a division of RDK Video Studio Production. This has been an RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Production presentation. Thanks for watching, and do check out other videos also. Please subscribe. I am Sean T. Cryptor, signing off. Goodbye.